you aware that many traditional cultures are silently disappearing from the face of the earth? Truly a great loss for our cultural diversity, yet some still existing and surviving.
Sikerei soigo Areku ngan lui lui bido Barareu bagaku.
Traditional customs are still practiced by these cultures. They live their lives closely with nature. Intertwined to their livelihood in harmony. One of these cultures are Mentawai people, who inhabit one of Mentawai Islands in the west part of Sumatra, Indonesia, right in the hinterland of Siberut Island.
Bagi ale aku ale ala ale bagi. Bagi ale aku bagi.
Sustained by its river flow, shadowed by its green and abundant forest, Mentawai traditional people live their routine life by holding on Arat Sabulungan belief firmly. Mentawai indigenous believe that when humans have disturbed the harmony of life, then the good spirit will become evil. Therefore, to avoid it, humans should know and understand the taboos and restrictions that should not be trespassed. Mentawai culture consists of custom groups residing different areas. Their cultures are also named based on the location they live in. There is Arat Sarereiket, a Mentawai culture along the side of Sikerei River. Another one is Arat Sakurei, a Mentawai culture which is applied in Sakurei. And last but not least is Arat Sarereiket, a Mentawai culture who's held by a group of people residing some villages along the side of Sarereiket River. In Sarereiket custom, our ladies go fishing, collecting the fish in the night. Our men go hunting, breeding sagumakets, climbing durian tree, picking and planting durian, clearing away the land or opening the farmland, proceeding the sagu, making monkey trap, farming pigs and chickens. That's our Sarereiket custom.
Karajo mai kai Sarereiket simat taoi usagu kai ululup kai kaleleu lulup joja kan ta nai karajo mai bagai siki karajo Sareue kan ya le nane karajo mai usai na kai boiro ugo kai atau ya le karajo mai Sarereiket de.
Until now, Arat Sarereiket is still carried out and held firmly by Mentawai people living in the side of Sarereiket River in Madobak and Matotonan villages. Their belief is called Arat Sabulungan. Arat means custom, and bulungan means leaf. Leaves are believed to be the medium to channel human with the Almighty, or what is called Ulau Manwa, or God. Nowadays, when we visit Mentawai, we will see many people who have tattoos on their body. This is a distinctive feature of Mentawai people. It is a form of sign showing their personality, social status, and profession. Tattoos of a Sikerei shaman, for example, is different with that of a hunter. One of the central figures in Mentawai traditional community is Sikerei. He is the one to turn into when Mentawai people are stricken by physical or spiritual problems. Sikerei is Mentawai community figure who has the ability to cure sick people and also plays the part as a medium connecting to their ancestor spirits. Sikerei duty is to lead all ceremonies and must hit restrictions. If Sikerei breaks his oath and sworn restrictions, then death will come to him. Sikerei is an individual who acquired mystical knowledge by learning from si Paumat, the teacher or senior Sikerei for 2 years. Sikerei's duty is to heal others. He has many restrictions. He cannot eat eel, white joja, cannot place medicines improperly, and also cannot eat snakes. One day, 4 Sikereis in Madobak were called in by 6 Aman Patege family. By Patege, the mother and her child Begek and her grandchild Edison cannot be healed by general healing. Through her dream, the mother feels that an evil spirit has disturbed her. Then, spiritual remedy, or pabete, was done. As a Sikerei, I have to be ready day and night when needed, leaving any other activities. It is difficult like that. Pabete ritual begins in the night after the Sikereis have had their dinner served by the host. Pabete is a Sikerei treatment carried out through a healing ceremony. This type of treatment is usually performed when healing through herbs alone fails. Sikerei will sing accompanied by chimes to stimulate the spirit of the sick person to get back to his physical body, so that his body and mind is not influenced by evil spirits. As a reward, Sikerei will be given pork meat the day after the procession. I became Sikerei when I was 19, 10 years ago. Previously, there were 2 Sikereis in our house. One died and one left because of anxiety problems. No one could keep our inheritances in order. Therefore, I became Sikerei. Our parents were happy. Mentawai Indigenous live in a long-shaped house called Uma. Uma is the center of Mentawai people, where all socio-cultural and economic activities of all family members are carried out. They usually live with their patriarchal extended families, living in one Uma as a tribe. Uma is synonymous with Mentawai people village. This house is mine. My name is Aman Gebakunen. My child, who also lives here, is Aman Tatekunen. I occupy one side of the house, and he occupies the other. My younger siblings occupy the small huts. Our tribe's name is Sabagele. So this house is called Uma Sabagele. I'm the head of the tribe. Therefore, I'm well respected and have a duty to avoid all the restrictions. For example, I eat after the others are done. Uma doesn't have a lot of partitions, except for the kitchen and ladies' room in the rear of the house. Having a spacious room, Uma is often used for discussions, parties, and traditional ceremonies. In his Uma, Aman Gebak held Punen Sangalaijat ritual to commemorate the deceased, as the kachaila, or the leaves where the deceased reside had wilted. This ritual is done using anao leaves, coconut, and also chicken and pig as offerings. Punen Sangaliaijat is carried out to bless all Uma members and those who attend the ritual. As a Sikerei, Aman Gebak will have his meal after all his family members have theirs. This house comes in different shapes, the big ones and the small huts. I preserve the uma as Mentawai's traditional home. Though some make houses using cements, we still prefer uma, as it was inherited by our ancestors, thus conserved as part of Mentawai culture. Physically, uma is a house placed on top of stilts, relatively large, and stretches to the back. Uma's construction consists of pillar, beam, and board from good quality woods, strong and waterproof. Among others, woods used are ketuka and meranti. Construction strength relies on wood connection system, which is tied by rattan ropes. Besides proving their craftsmanship, uma construction also shows good cooperation among Mentawai people. The roof is made from sago leaves. In uma, various heritages from their ancestors are kept. Ornaments, ritual instruments, hunting trophies, cooking tools, or other sacred objects. The more heritage is shown in their uma, the more honored the family members are. Close relationship with the deceased is also symbolized by a type of ornament in uma. This ornament is called kirekat, It is a wooden board attached with dere, a copy of foot sole, and takeb, a copy of hand palm of the late family members. Those copies are made from sago stem. This is a kirakat of one of Aman Gebak family members who have passed away. Other ornaments found in Uma are hunting trophies. The amount of skulls displayed reflects how skilled the family members in hunting. This is the pride of all Uma family members. Although skulls will have a function to summon kechat, or spirit of the hunted animal, so that they would be easily hunted. Hunting is the pride of Mentawai men. It is a skill that must be possessed by them. And will be taught very early. Bow and arrow are their preferred hunting weapon. Arrows will be poisoned prior to use. Several ingredients are formulated to create a deadly solution. Instant death to all whose bloodstream subjected to it. I will tell you how we learn to use bow and arrow. Before we go to the mountain and into the forest, we first off learn from our parents at home. Once we grow older, we use our own hunting tools and learn to rely on ourselves when hunting. Then our father takes us into the forest to give guidance on how to hunt with monkey. Once we gathered all the knowledge, we hunt them by ourselves. The women learn different things. Girls who have gone through the naming ritual should learn how to fish. This exercise is called sagune. It is taught by their mothers. In a small hut, Mrs. Baikunen is preparing sagune, a ritual to introduce her daughter to fishing. Several equipments and ceremonial clothes for the ceremony are prepared. The daughter wears clothes made from banana leaves, which is the traditional custom for fishing in Mentawai custom. They both go to the river for the daughter to fish for the first time. Later, when she grows older, she will go fishing to support her family in accordance with her role as a daughter in the family, and later as the wife in her future husband's family. They brought their catches back home. Hopefully, when she grows older, she will be able to fish capably to add another dish for her family. I'd like to tell you a story about our life as a Mentawai people. First, we start our life by planting and proceeding sagu. We exploit the content to be our primary meal. The leaf is used for tobat or roof. The bark is used for firewood. Leftovers from the saguing process will be left decaying so that it will generate maggots. Mentawaians use these sago maggots as a dish. Accompanying the sagu itself. Sagu powder resulted from squeezing process in the forest is inserted inside a bamboo or wrapped by leaf, then roasted. Mentawai people are not familiar with rice. Their primary source of nutrient is sagu. Fishes caught from the river accompanies chicken and pork as their source of protein. After we finish our works, we will cultivate a field in a mountain. Upon cultivation, we decide what we will plant. We may choose sagu, banana, durian, and other plants for our daily meals.
Mago, uksuk, kapmai, selinggogoy.
Forest has given all they need, including some material which can be used for supporting their life. Such as food, house, and transportation tools. Mentawai people respect their nature and forest. They only took what they really need. To make a boat, they pick durable materials that can be used for many years ahead. Therefore, they don't overexploit. Boats are made from meranti tree trunks or katuka. During their off hours, both Sikereis, Jarak-Jak, and Aman Pagatai go deep into the forest to find katuka tree as material to construct a boat. When they found a correctly sized tree, they cut it down to make the boat on the spot. Without any measuring device, they construct the boat accurately without failure. In fact, they have high capabilities shown by working in tremendous speed, possessing good stamina and strong power. Their axes carve that huge tree into boats, showing how strong these old Sikereis are. Finally, after spending a day and a half, the boat is ready to hit the water. This boat can be used more than 2 years. Arat Sarereiket is a culture which is very close to the nature, decorated by ritual diversity, dances, restrictions, all interacting with the nature as well as conserving it. A heritage of local wisdom which should be maintained so that it will not be vanished by modernization. One of Arat Sarereiket cultures is Parwak ceremony. A ritual that must be carried out. When Sikereis meet to create a sacred harmonization of their powers. This ritual, attended by Sikereis for Matotonan, Ugay, and Butui in Aman Lau Lau House. The first order of Parwak is we each put enchanted flowers on each other's neck. Then we present chicken and pig as offerings. After that, we sing songs of Sikerei. After dinner, we perform dances. As a unity, we make pasaksak to prevent us from hurting each other with our own power. Before Parwak ritual, host Sikerei will ask Sikerei guests to cleanse their bodies in the river. using turmeric and special formulated oil, with mumunan leaves worn on their heads. A trumpet made from shells is blown several times to indicate the beginning of Paruak ritual. In this Uma Aman Lau Lau, a young Sikerei, Aman Levon, the son of Aman Lau Lau, is introduced to senior Sikereis from Madobak, Ugai, and Matotonan. During Paruak ritual, host Sikerei will sacrifice at least a chicken, and if he's able, the host will sacrifice a pig or more. Host Sikerei will lead the ritual by asking a permission from the ancestors to bless and to protect all Sikereis who are present. Host Sikerei will lead the ritual by asking a permission from the ancestors to bless and protect all Sikereis who are present. Then, the performance showcasing their skills begins, preceded by Sikerei song and dance. And followed by sharing their knowledge and skills through the song and dance. After dinner, the Sikereis prepare some dances that will be performed all night long. Sikerei dance has magical power that should be well prepared. The leaves worn are not merely accessories. It's also a source of power during the dance performance. The dance performed symbolizes fables such as birds, monkeys, and snakes that have deep meaning in life. Reverberating the importance of indigenous culture will support the existence of Mentawai culture. Cultural tourism is a form of protection for Mentawai culture and nature.
Besi akene mai simatawai kamata puenuan para
We believe
wisata
that if the tourism is well managed,
kana makolo kupatu durut simatawai
all Mentawai people will consent because it won't harm the forest.
Leleu mai ta ibakatai adat mai tubua siburu.
Better yet, our traditional custom, such as Sikerei rituals,
Sikerei, Siki Kuliaizat, Dakera,
which were previously forbidden, is revived and retained with this cultural tourism. Mentawai people, forest, rivers, abundant fruits, and various hunted animals are all a unity that is undergone wisely in the culture of Arat Sarereiket. Not influenced by modernization rate, their identity as Mentawai Indigenous will be preserved in Siberut Island, their home until the end of the world. Madobak, Matotonan, and Ugai keep and maintain this priceless treasure, this extraordinary and sacred culture. My motivation in becoming a Sikerei was to preserve our Mentawai culture. If I don't do this, I'm afraid that our culture will be gone along with the death of my parents. Time passes by, but Mentawai will never be driven out by modernization. One day you can come and witness of one of the most unique cultures in the world, Arat Sarereiket.